Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with the Paladins video. Playing some Imani today, probably focused around the reset, which is really the only setup I actually have for her these days. She's climbed quite high on my personal tier list, somewhere around an A. If I was to give you sort of a rough idea, she was probably around a C before. She's climbed up quite a bit. Can't remember exactly where I put her on my personal tier list, like when I actually made the full video. I should probably update that sometime soon and do another one, but yeah, just because of the changes they gave her, she is way more fun to play. And you can do a very different sort of thing than you used to be able to do with the sort of reset stuff. So I play it kind of switching all the time, spamming the kit, using the in-hand and the ice stance and the fire stance. Focus a little bit more on the fire if I'm going for the talent, and yeah, it just tends to work a little bit better for me, unless they're tanks and I spam with like spitting ice and that stance a bit more. But even though it hasn't been that long since the last Imani video, I can't remember which ones of the skins were the ones that I liked and disliked, because there were some that made the right click and the fire stance and the weapon way easier and some that made it way more difficult. I think I picked the right setup, but I don't know. I can't remember if I corrected it at the end of the last video. Pyromania and then the standard sort of setup and Kronos, and we're just going to get to spamming. I really don't see that much Imani though these days, even though she is very, very strong at the moment, and I feel like she's in a better spot than she's been for quite a while. If you're actually just trying to play in the sort of way that I do, I suppose maybe if you play it differently, it's not the same. I'm not sure, massive route there, but I'd highly recommend you go out and play some Imani. She is really, really good fun, assuming you're just, playing it based around a sort of reset and stuff. That was kind of bad. We're going to get some armor plating and try and keep it going. A bit of a hectic start to the video, but yeah, let's glide around a little bit and then right click and see if we can melt somebody. Just a little bit out of range. I think this is the one I like though, because this one isn't giving me any trouble whatsoever. There's a route, a couple little taps on it, load up the fire stance a bit. 500 over there, don't know what the grok is doing, just flying around from the Imani. Double tap, sure, 590, it's kind of low. One more hit before it just walked off the edge, kind of confused, but do kind of wish that Pyromania was a little bit better than it is. I feel like 800 is a little bit too low. It should be like 850 or 900, because the 200 damage you miss from the direct hit, you definitely do feel it, but I guess I don't want it to be too good. Also, the momentum carry still is really, really weird on the right click. Sometimes when you're in the fire stance, I need to be switching a little bit more, I reckon. Just glide around a little bit. I do have the dragon, we can't go over here though. Kind of cheesy if you could. We'll right click, melt the grok is in the ult. That is not going to work because that doesn't apply quarter. That's the only downside. I'm dead. We threw the right click out. I don't know if that stays, but that really is the only downside to it. We've got a weird like tiger dragon finish off the Imani before she blasts me with the ultimate. Maeve is kind of on me here. I don't know how I'm not dead, even though I'm kind of out in the open. But I was trying to say, right click doesn't have cauterize on it, which is really the only weakness to like gliding and using the reset and trying to do that sort of way of playing it the way I do, because if someone is getting a ton of heals or you're doing it on a tank, they're not really going to feel it too much. I thought I'd catch the Vora there, but no. I think she's DC'd. I'm not sure. I'm just dead. Got blasted there. That's a Ceres ultimate. Let's try that one again. Try and melt her here. She's full stacked. There we go. That's actually enough. Props to the team for giving me a hand. There's a root. Didn't catch the grok. Just about. Yeah, Vora definitely isn't here, but not really sure what's going on with the bot. Just get some taps on him. Double tap there kind of worked. There's Satis on each side just spamming away, I guess, before the coin thing gets kind of nerfed or moved. I can't remember exactly how. There goes the Maeve. Glide around a bit. Don't know where I am. Okay. Right click there. We got Kronos too. She is just about in range. Absolutely melted her there. That tap was nearly enough to finish her off. Is that root going to catch her? No, I think that was the decoy that we hit. Don't know where that Sati went. Vora's there ulting. We'll right click, try and melt through anybody, finish her off. There we go. Switch, right click, root. Tap there, trying to get mana to do the double tap, but that didn't really work. We killed the Vora somehow. Just going to glide around a bit. Right click kind of on the floor. What am I doing? Root there for the Sati. Sure, there's a hit. Just hoping that trade would kind of work. We're somehow winning this, but it feels very, very scuffed. There goes the Sati. That melt does feel kind of crazy sometimes, the damage on it. Glide around, switch, right click, melt through the Maeve. On the squishies, it does feel kind of crazy, to be honest. There's a root, taps. Yep, there we go. Actually get like 3 or 4 off. Vora bot, which is going to run, glide around a little bit, try and stay kind of low, which people don't expect you to do a lot of the time on Imani. People expect you to just go straight up. Often staying low can really, really work. I want to use the ultimate. This is a really bad spot for it though. I guess we use the weapon for a bit with the bonus damage. There goes the Maeve. Yeah, it feels kind of crazy when it does hit for like the full 1k with the buff. And there we go, victory. Really wasn't paying too much attention to the score, but we were shredding. 13,455k. Super happy with that. I feel like I died more than 4 times, but apparently not. Yeah, Fury was healing for a ton. The team was overall solid. I didn't even really realize we had an Anara. Caspian was putting in work. Their Vora was a bot, so it wasn't 45, kind of uneven requeue. So for game 2, we've got an Onslaught mode as Port, Nyx, Vora, Sati, and seemingly here a Damba. But to summarize sort of what I was trying to say in the intro and, game 1 there, she's a very active character. You pretty much always feel like you can do something in a fight because you're stance switching. You've got so many abilities that you can sort of use. I don't love the ultimate. I've said that 10 times before, but the other point is that even though she was changed in a way that I really expected to make her more popular, I've seen her way less. Even though she's bumped up for me and I play her way more, I really don't see Imani very often. She kind of reminds me of Damba with how active she is, and that's a really weird comparison, but hopefully somebody out there will get what I mean. We'll go Kronos, same thing here again though. Slow Force, Unyielding, Window Opportunity, Spirits Chosen, Unyielding, Bear Monster, Nocturnal, Shrapnel, and Luminary. I don't really know if I want to go there. We're going to go around instead, see if we can make something work. I didn't read what was in the chat. We'll go switch and then melt through the Victor. They all saw me, which is surprising because I feel like I was kind of late with that. I don't know how they were also aware that I was gliding over. I must have made that really obvious. Damba there asked, where is Point? And then Nick said to Damba because I think he was just waiting on the bottom. Full team on roof, need heal. KW. I mean, he could have also just gone on the top. If the entire team goes up, doesn't the healer just go up? My brain is rotted. We'll throw that over there. That was actually a nice little route. The Victor is kind of scary. We're just going to glide down. Actually, it's just the Tyra. I guess we're fine. Right click and melt her. Didn't actually catch him there. There's a 600. I feel like I'm at a pretty big advantage here versus the Victor. I always hold left click and it double taps. We're going to have to now run though, so I don't get melted. Glide into the wall a little bit. Go over, maybe catch him. Melt him? No, I'm just dead. Damba seems to want us to play on the bottom, so I'll try and do that a little bit more because he just refuses to go up. So yeah, I guess we'll have to play bottom for some reason, even though I think Damba actually benefits from being up because he can throw the gourd down. He wants to play down, so I have to play down. There's the thing. Am I dead? We'll throw the little 700. Still dead to take damage. Gotta say, Sati's going kind of massive. We're just going to straight right click and melt the Victor. I don't know if our damage is actually even high enough to deal with him because he's just got so much like lifesteal and stuff. Victor actually wins that duel. We're really just not shredding through him. We can melt through the Tyra really, really easily. Nearly. That should have been free actually. There's a detonate. I don't have the F just yet. I'm going to have to just try and drop down. I guess Victor wasted an ult charge on me, but we can't deal with him. That's one of the weaknesses to this setup if you're going to play it like this is certain characters like that really do screw you and you can't do too much. Definitely a bit of a weakness or downside to a weakness feels kind of like the wrong word. So going to hit me the root. Nice. We actually got rid of it there. I didn't know if that would be in range. Sure, try and get the double tap. Is that going to be enough? Nice. At least we won one duel versus the Victor. It's kind of tough. I'm really not paying attention to the chat, but I don't know why the Damba is so adamant on being on the bottom and just not playing with the team. It's very weird. I feel like the healer just kind of shifts right to whatever the team's doing and not the other way around. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to pay any more attention to it. We're going to go for the ultimate and just hope we don't die. Victor's going to lob the nades over. We'll just scare him back a little bit. I feel like that's enough. Maybe juke him, get him like close enough. He's just going to run. Victor also can run faster than a flying dragon, by the way, which is also a little bit weird. Yeah, there we go. I guess we hold them off for a little bit. Imani is definitely a character that you don't want to be on the bottom because you want to be able to throw the fireballs down at that sort of little angle. I feel like I need to focus less on the reset though and just throw out fireballs. It's probably more effective to be honest. They do have a Strix by the way. I think that's the first time I've seen them. We're going to glide around, try and heal from being out of combat a little bit and then drop and right click. Melt through the tire. Is that going to be enough? There we go. Nice. Nearly got rid of the Victor too. I really do not know what's going on in the chat, but I'm not going to pay attention to it. I'm just going to blame whoever's spending time typing instead of actually just playing the game. We're going to switch. Throw the root over, maybe catch the Victor. Is that going to be annoying enough? Team, pay attention to him. There we go. Nice. That's definitely the play instead of trying to melt him with a right click. Is just trying to melt him with a root or something. Throw a root there on the Vora. That actually landed, but she got knocked at the same time. I don't have the F just yet. There we go. Glide on the floor a little bit. This is a weird play. Gonna go for the ultimate. This is a really, really weird spot, but hey, it makes sense considering how weird the game is. Do they know where I am? I don't think they have any idea, right? Vora's here. Just melt her. There we go. Nobody going around? No, Victor's there. I guess they're all on the inside. Now you have to deactivate it because the Tyra I think knows where I am, right? Yeah, there's the melt. Is that going to be enough? Nope, nearly though. Somebody should have her. There we go, Vora, well done. We are kind of making it work, but only half the time because the other half we're fighting. There's a root. There's nobody there to deal any damage though because Nyx and Damba are too busy typing in the chat. I don't know what's going on. I'm not really paying attention to it. I just see them typing. Don't know what I'm doing. Just going to try and run. There's too much of a mess. Maybe we'll go back up and try and catch somebody with the right click. Melt through the Vora. Maybe. Nope. That's tons of damage reduction. Throw the root. Catch the Strix. This is a very weird one. That's a Channel's ultimate. I'm going to go for my ult here. This feels like kind of a safe spot, but I don't know. Vora's on the top. That's a Tyra ult. Yeah, we stay down here now and we just melt them. This should be fine, right? That feels like actually a good spot for the Imani ult if they can cover me. There goes everybody. That kind of worked. Could have been better, but that worked. I'll take it. That really wasn't great. There's a root for him. Nice. Finish him off here if I can just land the shots. Team is holding down the point. I was just kind of working as a bit of a distraction. Right click here. Maybe get an angle. No, that's a Nyx ult. Nice. Throw a root there. That didn't really catch what I wanted to, but victory. We won it. For some reason, they didn't push back on the point for ages there. Janos, I think, died once in that one because no one really went after him. I wasn't able to either. I was too, busy getting melted by the rest of the team. A really, really weird game too. Victor gave us a ton of trouble, but 12-9 isn't that bad. 70k I'm happy with. That is highest damage other than the Victor, and we were actually both quite close. He definitely did the best. Janos was a massive too. Strix not so much, Tyra not so much, and Vora not so much. Don't know really what was going on our side in that one there though. The stats are a little bit weird. Sati star of the show for sure. Nyx did alright, she played the objective. Damba did fine, but could have healed more. Nyx could have damaged more, but I wasn't really able to pay too much attention to the rest of the team aside from Sati, who I could see was shredding, and Vora did fine. Imani was fun to play and worked, but that was a much tougher matchup. I think what you usually get with if you're not in like a siege sort of thing, usually you can sort of play a little bit more free. I felt very restricted there. It did feel like I was constantly spamming the kit, which is the whole point, but I wasn't really able to melt people the way I usually would because Janos was constantly healing. He didn't die once, and the rest of the team were also kind of countering it a bit. You get what I mean, I'm sure, but that's where I'm going to cut it. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Definitely let me know where you want to see me next. Your thoughts on Imani down in the comments, especially if you play a little bit differently than how I do. I'll see you guys all very, very soon, and as always, stay frosty.